Hey guys, what's up? Today we're going to have a look at some different pulling variations that we can do using the TRX. So it doesn't have to be a TRX, it can be a suspension trainer, but anything that we can hook up and hold, it's got handles in. Fantastic piece of kit to use, lots of different movements we can do with them. In particular, I like the fact that using a suspension trainer is going to force us to use our core a lot in most of the positions. So I would say that it's quite functional in terms of getting us to engage and make sure that we're doing things correctly rather than sitting down at a machine. So let's have a look at some of the different pulling variations that we can do on the suspension trainer. So the first one we're going to have a look at is simply just, it's called a Y or an I even. Okay, so from this position we're looking to shoulders back, chest up, make sure that we're not arching either way in terms of our lower back, so it should be similar to a plank on the ground. Okay, we want to make sure that our knuckles are pointing up towards, so we're not rotating out at all in here. From this position, I'm going to keep the shoulder blades back. I want to get a nice powerful pull, and I'm just trying to get a nice drive and take the arms up overhead into an I/Y. Okay, so this would then be my finish position. Chest up, head forwards, nice tension on. I don't want to come too much so that there's no tension on, okay, because now I'm just standing up. So I want to keep a little bit of my body weight in there, control back down again. Okay, big pull, shoulders back, big drive up, nice control. Okay, if I want to come in a bit closer, more like an I position, it's going to be even harder, okay, than the Y, especially in terms of mobility. So if I want to make this easier, I just come back a little bit further with my feet, or come a bit further forwards with my feet, okay? Main thing on there, keep the shoulders back, keep it nice and tight. The next one we're going to have a look at is a W position, okay? So this is similar to, but instead of up over here, as we pull, we're going to rotate out. So I'm going to rotate, as I'm pulling in, I'm going to rotate, and I want to finish in kind of a W position here, where I've rotated at the elbow as well as pulling up, okay? So same start position, nice shoulders back, core tight, glutes active, big pull, okay, squeezing, and I'm rotating, so I'm getting my back muscles engaged, eyes up tall. Nice control back down, pull, back in, pull, back in. Okay, so getting that W position, make sure we open, we rotate, we squeeze the back muscles in nice and tight, and then back to our start position. The next one we're going to have a look at is a T. Okay, so this time we want to end up in a T position whereby we're going from here, we're going to turn the hands out, and then we're trying to rip ourselves through, similar to a band pull apart, where we're pulling outwards, squeezing in between our shoulder blades nice and tight. Okay, so set position. Okay, quite challenging, probably don't want to start too low down on here. Okay, from this position, just trying to pull through, squeeze nice and tight, control back to my start. Big pull through, nice control back. Okay, if you're struggling with that, you can pull in and then push out. However, ideally we want to get to the point where we're just getting that one straight pull, and we're getting it all the way out in that pull rather than in and then opening out to the sides. Okay, with all of these movements, we want to focus on fast, and then we want to try and control it. So we don't want to just go from here and fall backwards. Okay, we're trying to control that part of the movement. Okay, the next movement we're going to have a look at, this one is just a face pull. So again, this time similar in terms of angle to a W, okay, but instead of rotating out to there, I'm just pulling nice and high. So I'm going to squeeze into my upper back muscles, try and drive my elbows up. Okay, I imagine I'm pulling it out towards my face. Let's have a look. So set position, elbows high, head through the middle, core nice and tight, squeeze the glutes. Nice control down, big drive up. Okay, so always make sure you're not finishing in this position. So we want to finish here, core tight, glutes active. Bang, big drive through, nice control, back down again. Now we're going to have a look at the row, okay? So we're just going to have a look at a standard suspension trainer row. So on this one, we want to get some rotation. So I teach to start with the hands in this angle. Okay, so thumb out to the side, palms turn downwards, so knuckles up. Okay, as I row, as I do my pull, I'm going to rotate. So I'm getting this rotation, and I want to finish in here. So I'm really getting that squeeze of the shoulders and the lats, pulling it back in nice and tight. So start position, chest up, shoulders back, glutes active, rotate, squeeze in nice and tight. Then I'm going to rotate back to the start position. As I pull in, get that rotation, external rotation at the shoulder, pull in tight. Okay, and that's our rows there. One arm row is exactly the same as a two arm row, however, it's going to be a lot more demanding on our core because we've only got that single hand on. So, probably want to start a little bit higher on this than you would do on a normal one. Okay, and what we're looking to do, we can either come hand across here, or I can come a hand out to the side. But as I still don't want to turn on this one yet, so I want to try and keep my body straight on, drive in, squeeze down nice and tight, get my positioning. So set, nice controlled. See if I can avoid rotating. Big drive in, pull. Okay, so I'll show you on this side too. So find that end position, nice control down. Try not to rotate, core tight. Drive in. Okay, so same movement pattern, still getting that rotation in there. You'll find it really challenging, particularly when we're not allowing the body to rotate there. So my core's working to try and prevent anti-rotation. So now we have a look at the power pull. Okay, on the power pull, it's similar to a one arm row, but we're looking to generate a lot more power. This time, and instead of it being a stability exercise, we're looking to get that rotation and get as much power as possible. Okay, so I'm just going to shorten this tiny bit. So what I want to do on this one, this time I'm actually going to reach. I'm going to let the body turn, drive up, reach through. Control, let the body open, let the body twist. Big pull, bang, drive through, reach up. Switch over, I can show you on the other side. So set, start, rotate back and down, big drive, squeeze through. Control, turn, big reach up nice and tall. Okay, so we're getting a lot more power on that pull. Okay, another one to look at is looking at a two-handed and a single arm row, but on one leg. Okay, so now we're going to challenge that stability by having only one leg onto the ground. So starting off a little bit easier. We're going to do two hands on one leg. So on the single leg here, other leg out, driving in. Trying to keep my core nice and tight. Just challenging my balance and stability and my core activation a little bit more. Okay, then progress that. I'm going to have, so if I've got my right hand, okay, I'm going to do my right hand and my left leg on the ground. Okay, doing it the other way is going to be super hard. So, still going to be quite challenging now. Okay, so quite demanding that one. There's a lot of force on the body, a lot of kind of anti-rotation that we've got to master and muster to put into that. Okay, so that is quite an advanced level for you to go to work.